If you are creating content and it's not turning into cash flow, then listen up, because I'm going to share with you 7 key things that you need to make sure you are doing so that your content turns into cash. And now you might be doing some of these, but if you look at the spectrum I'm going to share with you, then you at least will take about 2 or 3 of these and be able to tweak things so that you can start to see some more money in your bank as you create content. The most frustrating thing is that you are actually putting things out there. You're doing the work, you're creating content, you're posting, but you're not seeing any return on your time investment. And so today I want to help somebody, okay? I have had the privilege in my challenges to be able to serve numerous women every single month. And when I do so, one of the common things I do hear is that, you know, I'm doing all the things, I'm posting, but I'm not seeing any return. But there's so many mistakes that people make. And if you're not willing to change them, it will continue like that. So my desire for you today is that things will change and you will start to see cash flow from content, okay? Cash flow from content is really, that's what's the point of posting. I was talking to someone yesterday and I was like, I think she wanted to build an audience, and I said to her, well, you have to monetize the audience. And she was like, oh, I don't know yet. And I was like, for me personally, there is no point in me putting out content there if I have no desire to monetize it. That's just me personally, okay? And I understand, obviously, from a ministry perspective, it's different and all that, but I'm here to do business. So for those of you that are here to do business, then I want to really encourage you that these things I'm going to share with you are going to help you to take notes. There are 7 key things that you want to just make notes of, and let me know in the comments where you need to shift. I'm going to name them one by one. I'm going to do it very quickly and just give you the nuggets, and you can let me know where you need to tighten up so we can help you further. Okay, so let's dive in. And lastly, at the end, you know, I love to bring a scripture. I'm gonna share with you actually a scripture that is not many people know about, but it's gonna help you to have confidence to charge whatever you want. Okay, and so I'm gonna bring that in at the end. Okay, right. So stay tuned for that. So let's start from the beginning. So the first thing is, number 1, right? You are sharing what you know rather than what they need, okay? Now, what I mean by that is that you being the expert, you have all this knowledge, you have all this information in your mind, and you want to get it out there and tell the world. Now, that's great. However, if you are talking to someone that's not yet where you need them to be, it will go right over their head. What do I mean? I mean, like, if, for example, let's just say you are in the inner healing space and you help people with trauma and their inner work, and that's your kind of expertise, right? Maybe you're a previous counselor. I meet a lot of previous counselors, okay? So, but here's the thing. Some of your clientele, the ones you want to actually target, don't know they have this trauma. So if you're speaking to them from a place of this is how you get healed, well, they're not even there yet. So they can't meet you at that conversation, and then the lines get blurred, and they don't know what you're talking about. There's no synergy with your conversation, with your content, because they don't even think they need what you're giving them. They need it, but there's a way to attract them based on what they say they need, not what you think they need. It's a common problem, common mistake. So when you're creating content, think about, okay, well, does my client understand what I'm saying? Is she resonating with this right now? Is she thinking about this particular topic I'm talking about? And if she's not, you need to switch up and change it and start to speak to her from where she is at right now. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so first thing is, stop just sharing what you know. Start to understand and discern your audience needs. And from that place, you begin to create content from there. If you have joined my challenge at any point in time, you'll know I'm big on research, I'm big on data, I'm big on facts, because facts help you to make good content. And so based on the facts, you can create great content. But if you haven't got the facts, then you're going to be missing out on a lot of money in your bank, okay? That's just reality. So that's number 1. So number 2, you are not specific enough, okay? And yeah, I know someone's heard this before. Just drop an amen if you've heard this before. I know you have, right? But people have heard it, but they don't do it, and it just blows my mind how much I say this and how little people listen, and then they don't see the results, and then they're wondering why. And I'm telling you, you've got to niche down. You've got to choose a particular type of woman, a type of business owner, a type of, like, a specific result. You've got to carve this into a specific result for you to get any kind of good attention online. Because this is the thing. Remember, as great as you are in your skills and expertise, and as great as you are in your local area helping business owners, let's just say you're a business coach, that doesn't mean anything in the online space because it will go right over people's heads. If you say, for example, I help businesses to increase their profits. Why? Because, well, what business? Is it a service-based business? Is it a product-based business? Is it an online business? Is it an offline business? Why does that matter? It matters because each of those different businesses that I've called out all have different ways to create profit. And so if you are, you know all things, and you're not a master of any one of those things, people are not going to really resonate or connect with you. So you have to start learning how to define your market. Because listen, if you have a bricks and mortar business, right? You in your local area, you're in the mall, you're in you're right. There's a certain amount of people that walk past your shop. Then yeah, all day, every day, you can say, okay, I help business owners increase their profits. If you want to do that, right? Okay, cool, fine. Business owners will come to you in the local area. But if you're in the online space, like there are millions and millions of people, if not even billions right now, like on the internet, and you need to say something specific to grab their attention. And if you're too general, they won't hear you, they won't see you. Okay, so that's just at a very basic level. I just want to help you understand that if you're talking to all women, if you're giving them one big result, like I help women lose weight, it won't get you very far. Okay, I help women heal from trauma. Like what trauma specifically? Like call the trauma out. Like what is the thing specific? Oh, you say, well, I can help you with any type of trauma. Well, that's not going to help you online. It's not going to help you. You have to call out something and choose something so that you can be more specific. Okay, hope that hurts. All right, cool. Okay, all right. So, okay. So the other one is number 3. Oh, I think I mixed this up. Number 3. You're sporadic with no strategy for warming up leads. Okay, so some of you are posting, quite rightly so, and you're posting your offers and you're posting things, inviting people to things, which is great. You're doing that, fine, but you haven't. It's quite sporadic, and you haven't done it in a way to nurture and to actually build a buying journey for your customer. So if you are posting sporadically, and then so you're posting, I don't know, those things that you know, like I said before, and then maybe just say a couple of days later you post, oh, I've got a challenge, come to my challenge. It's not a well thought through content plan. Okay, you have to have a well thought through content plan for sales that nurtures the buyer from cold, not knowing you, into a buying desire. Let me give you an example. Okay, so I was in the States 2 months ago now. I was in Texas, I was in Houston, and I was in the mall, my last day, about to just go back to the UK, come back here, sorry. And I just said, let me just go to the mall and just see if I can buy a few things, whatever. So I just went there on my own and just chilling out there. And I met this, so the guy met me actually, right? He was selling hand exfoliator. I was like, dude, I'm sorry, I don't need hand exfoliator. Like I just said, I'm not waste your time, but I don't really need hand exfoliator. But then he grabbed my attention through conversation. And so he's Jewish. And then he called out certain things. We started talking about different things. And it's quite a pleasant person to chat to. And then he roped me in. And then he gave me a test of this exfoliator, and he asked me things that I like and what I value. So I asked me questions, and then he brought to because I really like facials, and he started to bring my attention to another facial. Long story short of this is something I didn't actually need. I wasn't going to the mall to buy exfoliator for my hand, but I said to this guy, you are a great sales guy. You are a great sales guy. Like you guys, you get a reward for this, because I ended up leaving with 2 for 1, the hand exfoliator and a facial exfoliator, right? And I was like, I didn't come to buy this, but the way the conversation went, he had a sales strategy. He spent time with me to actually firstly grab my attention cold, begin to understand what my needs were, relate with me in some way through conversation, like general chit chat, began to uncover the things that I thought were valuable. And then he began to show me and demonstrate the product. And from doing that, now offer me a great deal. And I was like, that is so awesome. That is how you sell. Okay. If you're doing products. Okay. I was like, that was awesome. And so in the same way with your content, are you doing that? Are you grabbing the attention of cold prospects? Are you uncovering the value that they want? Are you relating with them and connecting with them in a way? i.e., are you nurturing them through connection, through things that they like and through the things that they hold valuable? And then before you go for the sale, are you demonstrating what you do and what you can do? And are you offering an irresistible offer at the end? Like, that is the step-by-step process on how you close sales from cold to warm to get to buyer. And so many of you out there, are you just kind of posting sporadic, join my, and this, so when I say post an offer, so even to join your challenges, even to join your, whatever you got going on, or your masterclasses, like if you are a random person, if the topic itself is not compelling enough or not, has no kind of like, it's not that different. There's nothing different about what you're talking about. There's no intrigue there, and it's quite standard. Then it's unlikely people are going to join, because there's nothing compelling about the invitation to come to your masterclass or come to your thing. It has to be different. It has to bring people in. And if it's not that different, then what you need to do then is you have to also go through this process of relationship, understanding, uncovering. See, the great salespeople uncover value. Great salespeople don't need to push anyone to buy anything. Great salespeople just create an atmosphere where people want to buy. And so that's what you need to learn as a skill to be able to do, is to create an atmosphere where people want to buy. You've got to learn this. If you're serious about being an entrepreneur online, like, it's gone are the days where you just go out there and just start posting without thinking. You have to learn the skill. And you learn the skill and you get better and better by doing, and you will definitely see results. Okay. So that was meant to be number 3, but I think I've kind of tied in a lot of things there. But basically, let me just so you're not confused. Number 1, because I haven't got any notes here, and I'm not going to edit this. It's going to go straight out raw. So please write your notes. Number 1. Okay. Number 1, they are sharing what they know and not what people need, right? So you're being a bit too general. You're not being specific. Number 2, you're not being specific enough, so haven't niched down, okay? And number 3, you're sporadic in your strategy, okay? There's no strategy to warm from cold to buyer, okay? So you want to have a strategy in terms of your content. Don't just post. You need a strategy. When is your sales day? When is your launch time? Work backwards, all the things. So just to say, I do have teaching on this. I do have a course on this, and I'll be launching it or relaunching it very soon, and it's not out right now. So in the meantime, if you guys are interested, I will put the link there on the waitlist for you, those of you that want to learn, because those of you that want to learn, I will be sharing much detail in a few weeks' time. And so just jump on the waitlist, and I'll give you more details if you are interested in finding out how to learn this for real. And I'm going to release it with a really in-depth masterclass, so you can actually learn as well. So just if that's you, grab the link in the description, wherever you see this video, and join the waitlist. It'll be out shortly. Okay. So I'm on number 3. I've got 4 more to go, I believe. Right. So number 4 is, and I've kind of tied it in the journey together. So I've kind of like gone ahead a little bit, but just so you can like break this down bit by bit. So one of the other mistakes is there's no connection at an emotional level. So you have to begin to know the values of your ideal client, what they like, what they are moved by, because selling is about emotions. And if you're not using the power of storytelling, if you're not using stories in your content, then you're missing a trick. So you can use stories to connect at an emotional level, and hey, uncover your story, be vulnerable, share your losses, share your wins, Share your challenges or share your clients, because it makes it more interesting. It makes what you do come to life much, much more. Okay. So you have to, for you to be able to sell, remember, selling is an emotional activity. Okay. People sell through, buy through their emotions. And so you need to connect through your emotions, and through emotions, you can use stories to be able to like bring people through a journey to be able to help them to actually and desire what you want. Okay. So that's number 4. Number 5 is you're not demonstrating enough proof. Talk about your results. How many times have you spoken about your results in the last 30 days? How many times? Think about that, right? If you are not sharing enough results, then people can't like know that you can do the job. And if you haven't got that many results, number 1, share your results, because you must have some kind of result with you. And if you haven't, then go find people and get them results, so you can start sharing about it. Okay. And start getting people results so you can share that, because that's one of the fastest way to help you build your business. Okay. So that's something that you need to be doing. I need to be really intentional about doing as well. And if you haven't got testimonials from people, go back and go get testimonials. It's going to help you tons. Okay. That's number 5. Okay. Then number 6 is you're not initiating enough conversations through content. Okay. So as much as content is there to help you sell, but if you are starting up, you're brand new, or you haven't really got much traction, you need to be having lots more one-to-one conversations. And that could be through a live stream where you're talking to people. It could be through DMs, it could be through email, but it could be through Zoom. You know, you could create workshops, all that things, but you've got to create more one-to-one conversation. If you think that people are going to just, oh, I'm going to put a post out for my offer and they're going to just buy because you posted, you're missing a trick. Like, that's not going to happen these days, because now I say to my clients, like, people are more discerning. What did you buy last? You were more discerning in buying that. You didn't just buy it on a whim. You did some research on the person. You spent some time thinking about, okay, am I going to really invest in this right now? Because you probably invested before. People are more discerning. And so if you are not creating the connection of dialogue, you're making yourself less desirable. You're making yourself less noticeable, and you're not being top of mind for those people that actually are thinking about buying. So there's many people that want to buy out there, but if you're not making yourself accessible by having some conversations and making yourself available, especially if you're new or starting out, you need to be having some DM conversations or have some kind of conversations, right? You're not too big for that. You gotta start from the ground up. And if you're not doing that, then that's something that you need to think about doing so that you can really, really drive some results and some money in your pocket. Okay. And it doesn't have to take forever and take, hours and hours and hours. If you're very strategic and you know how to do it, then you can do it really, really well. Okay. So, and the last thing is, you're not demonstrating enough care. That's a really simple one, but that's just it. Like, if you don't really care about your prospects, it will show. And I said, people being more discerning, it will show. When you care, it will show. Okay. And so there's not really a strategy behind that. It's just care more, like care about people's results. Like, so I heard my good friend Dr. Myron Golden say this, and he was like, he said, what did he say? He said, like, we spend, one of the biggest problems that we have as entrepreneurs is that we spend so much time thinking about ourselves. So true. We're thinking about our problems and our issues and what we need. The moment you take your mind off of what you need and you start thinking about what my prospects need, the game changes. It's not about how much money can I make. The money follows you. I'm telling you, this is so true. The money follows you. If you are passionate and compassionate about helping others solve their problems, the money will follow you. Point blank, period. So the summary of all of this is, I hope you got all of those points there, is that there's a skill involved. There are skills involved in you be able to turn just content into cash. And some of these things ChatGPT can't help you with. You have to do some legwork. You've got to do some research. You got to feed it with some good stuff. And the thing is, if you are not skilled, ChatGPT will give you content. You'll think it's great, but it's not great, because you don't know you don't know how to assess what's great. you have no way. All you know is that, okay, if I put it out there and no one responds, then you can tell, well, it's probably not that great. Okay. So you've got to be able to, and there's a whole thing about this, but anyway, summary, let me just summarize right now, because I don't want it to be too long. We have a copywriter in our program, and I'm quite good at messaging and I'm quite good at copy, but I wanted to have somebody who's also good, better than me, to make this program much more valuable and better. And so we're having a conversation the other day, and she was like, I can smell ChatGPT content from a mile away. It's like there's so much rubbish out there now because people are using ChatGPT and they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to analyze it. They don't know how to really assess it so it really speaks to their audience. And they're using AI, but it's not helping them make more money. It's just helping them be more confused because they think they've got some content and it's just not helping. So we have to learn. We have to learn. Someone say learn in the comments for me. Learn. Okay. You've got to learn the skill. All right. So I've shared with you 7 different ways that you can up level by getting your content to turn into cash. And really, in summary to all of these things there is a skill involved. Okay. And I want to give you a scripture that's going to help you. I'm going to hopefully excite you. I love, when I saw this, I love this. I was like, oh my gosh, the Bible is just so great. It's so rich. Now, this scripture is about King Solomon, and King Solomon, he's building, what's he building? He is building, he's building the temple, I believe it is, right? Don't find me if that's not correct. So he's building the temple anyway. And so he hires this guy, King Hiram of Tyre, to provide skilled workmen. But this is what he says. He says, he agrees to pay him whatever he asks because he is skilled in the thing. Let me show you. Let me go down there and show you quickly before I wrap up this. Because I think it's really good to just see how the Bible has all like life things in this. So this is 1 Kings 5 verse 6. So you can see it. So just summarize everything. I just want to bring the verse. It says this: now therefore, command that they cut down cedars for me from Lebanon, and my servants will be with your servants, and I will pay you wages for your servants according to whatever you say. You see that? Whatever you say, for you know there is none among us who has skill to cut timber like the Sidonians. So whether you charge 100 million, 100 billion, whatever you charge, the richest man on the planet at the time, is willing to pay you whatever price you say, because, and only because, there is no one as skilled as you. There's a hint there. Hey, there's a hint there. Go and get skilled, right? The more skilled we are, the more people will pay you that which you desire, especially if you're in front of people that can actually pay and you've chosen the right avatar. So I hope that has helped somebody today. And let me know in the comments, number 1 to 7, which one is the one that you know you need to work on, or which one. Maybe there's 2 or 3. I'm guessing most of you watching me, that you're my audience, there's probably more than 2, at least 2, that you need to really jump on this and kind of start using this. And again, don't forget there's a wait list inside the description or the comments somewhere on this video, that you can join the wait list for my upcoming launch of my course, which is going to help you to really learn the skill. You want to learn the skill, and it's also going to come with a free masterclass as well to really help you in more detail. This was a quick one, but that one's going to be much more detailed. So I hope this helped you. I hope this blessed you. I'm looking forward to hearing your comments. Please do comment below. Let's have a conversation about this, because it's a real big problem I know many entrepreneurs have online. You're posting, not making money. Let's start to turn your content into consistent cash flow so you can see results and you can empower and equip those who are around you. All right. Goodbye and God bless, and see you on the next one. Take care.